I have your attention, please? The show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
What exactly are we talking about?
Politics.
Sports.
Education.
We'll tell you anything you want to hear.
We talk, you listen.
Big's Golf Talk.
Well, here you all are, waiting to hear my broadcast. How very nice of you.
Big's Golf Talk.
America is talking and yakety yak.
Blah, blah, blah.
It's all about talk.
A place for information, advice, golf news, golf reviews, and of course, golf humor.
Do you know who this is?
Big's Golf Talk.
Comes highly recommended. You're gonna feel better if you talk to him.
That's the fact, Jack. Now we'll talk.
Connect with Big's Golf Talk on social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all at Big's Golf Talk. Subscribe with us on YouTube and iTunes, Amazon Music, and the Google Play Music Store. We're also available on iHeartRadio, Spotify, and all your Alexa devices. And welcome into BGT 2.0, Big's Golf Talk. Our website is www.bigsgolftalk.net or .com, BIGGS, golftalk.net or .com. I am John Quick, Big John Quick. She is Amanda Sensor, the golf diva, and Bill, the golf father Cuevas, has the week off here on BGT 2.0.
Lucky sucker. No, he's the one missing out.
I think he's cutting class, if you know what I mean, by paying attention to the Masters. I have a funny feeling he might be at Augusta National.
Oh.
I don't know if that's true or not, but he's missing out here. It's
Yikes. Yeah. Always a good time here on Big, so.
Absolutely. Hey, we have a great guest that's going to be joining us later on, and I didn't even know that this was in existence, but on In the Kitchen Pickleball Talk, we're going to have a great guest to talk about some pickleball experience and all that. But right now it's Masters week, and holy cow, has the Masters kicked off like any other. The major, and this is the Super Bowl of golf for me. Loving to get up in the morning and go on masters.com and pay attention to the feed. I'm a feature group type of guy. I don't know if you go online and you watch and you like some people like Amen Corner. They just want to watch that Amen Corner. For me, I'm a feature group type of guy. I want to see these every shot with the feature group.
Yep, I agree. Sometimes I get frustrated because they chop it up where you're not seeing what you're wanting to see out of it, and then I think it's funny because my husband, he plays golf, he likes golf, and he's never really watched a ton of golf. And recently he's like, man, the way they film, he's like, you can't see enough of what you want to see fast enough. Like,
right.
Definitely a challenge.
Well, there's some news stories, obviously, with Masters Week. A lot of breaking news coming out. As a matter of fact, Brooks Koepka takes a dig at Rory McIlroy ahead of the Masters. I don't know if you heard about this, but Koepka is one of those guys that like to say, hey, I got something to say. He's talking a little trash heading into the 2024 Masters. Koepka was a guest on the episode of Part of My Take podcast, which was released on this past Wednesday. During the interview, he discussed one of his tactics for warming up for a round of golf, which is to hit only his odd number irons on the driving range. Well, for whatever reason, Koepka only hits his 3, 5, and 7 and 9 irons in addition to his driver, woods, and wedges. He does not bother with his 2, 4, 6, or 8 irons. Host of PFT commentator asked Koepka if that is common practice among pro golfers. Koepka said he has no idea, but speculated that Rory McIlroy might prefer to warm up with even number irons because 4 is even. I would say, hey, yeah, probably guys probably do the same thing. Maybe not the odd clubs. They might go even, Koepka said. Rory's probably even. 4 is even, 5 is odd. So how about that?
Oh
Good
boy.
joke. We're taking a dig at Rory McIlroy with 4. He starts it out with.
I just, boys will be boys. Like here's the thing. I had my own warm-up routine when I was competing, and call it superstitious or whatever. He likes to do his thing, but like
Yeah.
it's just so like that piece was so unnecessary. I mean, it wasn't like it was something super bad or anything. It's a joke, it's whatever. Like I said, boys are going to be boys. And I also think it's just part of the camaraderie, I guess. Like, I don't know, I'm a trash talker out on the golf course. Maybe not as much in competition, like unless I'm out with my buddies, but
Yeah.
still, like those guys know each other so well.
Yep. Yep. On behalf of Amanda and myself, we want to wish the Scheffler and the Burns family good luck. Hopefully they hold up until after the tournament's over. But Scotty Scheffler, who is one of the favorites at the Masters, and Sam Burns could both withdraw from the 2024 Masters tournament, even if they lead during the weekend. The 88th Masters is scheduled to take place at the historic Augusta National until April 14th, 2024. Well, as the world's top golfers are gearing up to compete for the coveted green jacket, 2 leading contenders, Scotty Scheffler and Sam Burns, have said they might withdraw after the competition starts. Scheffler and Burns, both wives, are pregnant and
Mm,
go into labor this weekend.
yeah.
Man, that's dedication as a father and as a husband. I'll tell you that.
As a wife, I mean, I don't have children, so I can't say. And I get it. You want your husband there. But if my husband is going to go, that is his job. We know that's the ramifications.
Right.
Like maybe my mom subs in the delivery room. You know what I mean? Like maybe I get it. And like I said, I haven't been through childbirth and like all of that, but man, that's a tough decision.
Scotty Scheffler's had a good day one, is having a good day
How
two.
about you just got to hold that baby in?
Squeeze.
Just
No
clench.
push.
Yep.
Squeeze.
Yep. I just think, man, that is such a tough thing. And I get it. I understand that like life's not all about the money and about that's not my point. But I think that also when that's your career and like there's so much more to the win than money, it's part of your career legacy. I don't know. I also feel that I'm probably not an atypical wife.
Right.
I play golf if my husband like I don't know, like those things don't bother me, so maybe I'm just living in a different world. And like I said, maybe I would feel different if I was sitting here pregnant right now. So, I don't know.
Do you have a favorite for a winner with the Masters?
Okay, I toil with the Masters, so I do occasionally the guest predictions on birdies and burnouts, and I always won't touch the Masters because the majors to me, especially now with live and all that turmoil, I always feel it's such a crapshoot at the majors because everybody plays just a little bit harder. Everybody raises the bar just a little bit more. And now with the live stuff mixed in, everybody's got a chip on their shoulder that
Right.
I just feel like literally I wouldn't be surprised if like a dark horse comes out and pulls it through on the last 2 days. I don't see that being totally out of the ordinary.
I know my wife is a big Bryson DeChambeau fan. Bryson DeChambeau was leading on day one. But Bryson also has that habit of being a Ricky Fowler when it gets to the later days, if you will,
Mhm.
that he can't. He hasn't shown me that he can go wider wire.
Right.
You know,
Yeah.
that's a tough thing to do. And by the way, can I just say this? It's very, very difficult to get media credentials to Augusta National during the Masters. I have tried, and obviously they have only a number that they do issue. So when I see the BS that I just seen on social media about a media member asking the most utmost stupid question,
You're wasting a spot.
you're exactly
Yeah.
okay, and you're asking a guy named by Brooks Koepka, and I don't know if you've seen the meme on this whole thing. Brooks Koepka was in a press conference, and a media member asked Brooks Koepka, "Is scoring a 59 attainable on Augusta National?" And Brooks replied, "Have you ever played this course?" Media member says, "Not yet." And he goes, "I could tell by how you asked that question."
Oh, yeah.
Now you sit here. You have a guy here who is both on live and on, and golfing in the majors. Is that your only question you come up with? Is a
Yeah, I just
59 attainable on Augusta National?
yeah.
What do you just want to be heard or something?
Well, and that's the thing. Like, there's two problems with this question. One, I mean, other than the fact it's just a waste of a question. But my point is, if you're a professional golfer, every round that you step out on, you better be thinking, I'm going low today.
Right.
Like I'm going low. You better be thinking that, or you
Well,
shouldn't be.
you would think that Brooks Koepka scored a 61 or a 60 for a
Sure.
question for that to be asked.
Sure, that's what I'm saying. So like it's not a matter of like the players, every player thinks it's obtainable, but to be fair, like we also know that like probably not. Like it's just one of those questions that's like, man, you have so many good qualified questions you could ask. And that's
And
the
asking
one
a 59 question for Augusta National is not one of them. I'm sorry, it's just
no.
not.
Like you said, if the day before somebody shot 61, 62, and you said, hey, in your interview, you talked about missing 4 or 5 putts. Do you
Right.
really feel that 59? Like, yeah, there's got to be a lead there. You can't just, I'm
It's
here.
incredible. I mean, if I'm Brooks Koepka, I'd have just like gotten out of my chairs. Like, any more other questions?
Yeah, I
I mean,
100% would have
but
ignored
like
it.
I said, these as a media professional,
Yep.
these credentials are gold, and
It's probably one of the hardest tournaments you better be
I
qualified.
hope Augusta National monitors that stuff. And yep, this guy ain't coming back next year,
Yeah, like, I mean, I don't know.
or gal, whatever.
Yeah,
But
that's rough.
so I just had to get that off my chest.
Bother of the week.
I do have a favorite. Um, well, I have some money on it too. So John Rahm is my pick. To
I like
defend
it.
his title.
Okay.
I'll tell you what. Augusta National from yesterday, and the second round I got to watch. But this weekend I'm also in the U-Haul trying to get stuff into storage.
Yeah.
So, but watching the tournament itself and the conditions on day one with the
Mhm.
wind conditions, they had a 2-hour delay.
Yep.
Going in there, that course is in beautiful shape, you know,
Yeah.
and it's really gotten into that area where you could appreciate, the azaleas, everything
I
that's
know.
there.
Everything's so perfectly manicured in its place.
If you could ever get a chance to get a ticket, I mean, it's a lottery every single year. You got to, get into the lottery if you're chosen. You buy, and it's literally you can get 3 sandwiches and a beer for $7.
Yeah, no, it's once you're there, we had talked about like the executive, like there's companies that put the executive trips together and you
Right.
can buy it's like I don't know 35 grand. If you start to get enough people it makes sense. But then you only get so many tickets per day, so you have to rotate the days that you go.
Right.
So because I think probably I'm making this up, but maybe you get like 6 a day with your executive suite. So like, but if you got enough people together, company wise, so that might be the token. That might be the way.
And I like the fact they don't allow cell phones on the course.
I know. Love.
Love it.
Love.
They were
Just
at who was it? I think it was just Jordan Spieth was
yeah.
asked a question about how does he feel about no cell phones being on the course. He goes, I love it because now I feel like the fans are engaged.
Yeah,
They're
100%.
not
They're
not
not.
worried about getting footage or,
Yep.
being the next, viral thing out there.
I also think that we're such a generation of we watch things through our phone. So when we're out somewhere, I see this all the time. People are recording a concert they're at.
Right.
And like, I get it. Okay, take your picture, whatever. But they're sitting there recording for the whole time. But you're watching the concert through your cell phone. It just blows my mind. And you just paid whatever, $200 for a ticket.
Right.
Wild.
All right. We need to take a break here, and when we come back, it is On Par with Amanda, or will she be uncensored? Find out on BGT 2.0 on the Ignite Golf Network. We'll be right back right after this.